Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Firefly. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 9 of Firefly. It is titled Ariel. Another fan favorite. A lot of people just they've actually said that like the whole second half of the season is like just top tier for them, and I agree. I mean, I there hasn't been like one episode where I'm just like I feel like I'm wasting my time. They all have character development. They all like give us at least a little bit of each individual character. It like kind of has a focus. If not, then they're split in half because sometimes like there's a Kaylee episode, but it's also a Mal and a Nara episode, and kind of vice versa, where you were having like River and Book talking like during Janestown. You know, there was a lot going on there. It's I love it. I love the developments that we're getting, even though I think that we need the least evolved person on the show is Jane. We know this. I don't think necessarily he's going to go through this big change throughout the rest of the season. I think he's like really steadfast and constant for us. So, you know, like I need something stable. And I think he's that. Also, Zoe and Wash's relationship, that seems to be the other thing that is extremely stable on this show. And I really loved the last episode and getting to know these people and seeing them kind of getting to know each other and how they weren't in the positions that they are now, but they definitely you can see how it happened. No, like I said, the most surprising one was Kaylee. I did not expect her to be having sex in the engine room and then get hired by Mal. That had you put it out there and said this is how she meets Mal, I would have been like, nah, let's change that. But I love that it still works. She was in love with engines, and like that's why she was wanting to seemingly do it there. But she's I just love that. I just love that that's how we met her. And I love that that's how the other mechanic got fired. They were doing the same thing, but one is just much better at their job. Again, a lot of these like will have like little bits and pieces from previous episodes in it, and then they air it out of order, or like I don't know if this is the order in which they were meant to come out. But sometimes there's a continuation of an episode into the next one, and sometimes there's not. It's just a brand new story. I love that. I absolutely love that because it's just like, okay, moving along. But I still think that the main storyline that we get through the entire series has to like kind of revolve around River a little bit because they're trying to keep them safe from the Alliance, her and Simon. And I would like a little bit more development on that. Like I really want to know what happened to her at the academy. I don't know if she freely opens up about it at any point. I don't know if we get like a deep exposition as to what happened, but I would like to know a little bit more about that. I love the interactions that she's having with Book and the hair. I don't know quite what that was about, but you know, there's always something that's hidden in something that River says or does. Eventually, it's like, oh yeah. And I don't know if there's a reason to be afraid of hair. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But guys, I am looking forward to this episode. I'm looking forward to getting into this episode, especially because everyone kept saying it's their favorite episode. Again, I don't think that that hypes it up. I mean, I feel like everybody loves a different episode, and I love that for us. I love that for you guys, and I love that for me, like learning all about everyone's favorite episodes as I go along, especially because I'm starting to get like the depression of like, oh, this is coming to an end soon. Cherish all of these moments, and I am, and I love this show so much, and every episode is just a treat and it's a treasure, and I hold it so dear and close to me. Now I have my two favorite ships. I need to get an Enterprise and a Millennium Falcon, unless it's somewhere. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see it right there. I don't know if Ghost is in that or not. I don't know. I've never looked at the ships. I've always looked at the characters. Yeah. I don't think I'm trying to think of who is not in that picture. If I'm correct, the only character that's not in that picture is Ray, which is really annoying. Because everyone says I look like Rey Skywalker, and she's not in the damn photo. But anyway, so I'm getting a collection of all my favorite ships, and I couldn't be happier when you guys send me stuff. It really, whether it is a T-shirt, it is a ship, it is a picture of a ship. I appreciate everything. You guys like add to my collection, and I absolutely adore everything. When I open up the box, it is a treat. And I've been getting hats. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, guys. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get into it.
Come on, it's not that bad.
It is. It's a core planet. It's spotless. It's got sensors, and where there ain't sensors, there's feds. All central
Okay,
planets
that's
are
where we're
the same.
going.
Could you please tell my wife the fun she's missing out on?
Ariel's a place. I thought it was a person. Or a mermaid.
I don't care if it's got sunsets 24 hours a day. I ain't setting foot on that planet.
No one is setting foot on that fancy rock. I don't want anyone leaving the ship.
Great, everyone's going to end up leaving the ship.
All companions are required to undergo a physical examination once a year.
Oh, God. Jane.
Could you not do that while we're... Ever?
Yeah. Jesus. What?
She just hate doctors. Hey, I mean, the present company excludes.
River, put down the needle, or the knife
rude.
needle.
What the hell?
River!
River, no.
He looks better in red.
Jesus! Damn, he didn't deserve that.
You better start locking up your room at night. Next time little sister gets in a murdering mood, might be you she comes calling on.
There's a reason why she did it, though.
Or Nara. You let them stay, we're gonna find out.
Finish your work, Doctor. They're part of my crew. No one's getting left. Best you get used to that.
He'd do the same for you, Jane.
You owe me a shirt.
And probably a liter of blood.
She's getting worse. Isn't she? Yes.
But is it memories? Like, what caused her to do that to Jane? Because she's not somebody who has animosity, so there has to be a reason.
My papa always said, anyone who can't find work ain't looking hard enough.
You can stop looking. There's a client. Me.
Okay, all right.
I have a job for you.
You got some money? I also do love that they're just playing horseshoes on a ship.
Street value for a dosage this size, 50 platinum. Maybe 20 credits.
What does that mean?
Propoxin, maybe 80.
Drug dealers?
Hydrazepam,
So, the med vault isn't the job?
that's the payment. I tell you how to get in, get out, and what's worth taking. If you help me get River to the
Interesting.
hospital's diagnostic ward. We'll need to procure a few items off ship. I've made a list. Now, given my status as a fugitive, someone else will have to. We have some volunteers.
They're all more than happy to get off the ship.
First time on the Corps. What do I get to do? Dig through trash. Couldn't he send me shopping at the triplex or
Sorry.
synchronizers?
Look how excited you are, though.
We'll have to look like we belong.
Can you make Jane sound like he belongs?
That gets us uniforms, ID badges, and key cards. A little creative forgery, and we've got ourselves a working alias.
How did Simon come up with all this?
Patients were cynical and not responding, and we couldn't bring them back.
They were cyanotic.
They were cyanotic and not responding. Unresponsive.
They could also be
And
cynical.
we were unable to
Resuscitate them.
Yes.
Ooh,
resuscitate.
Resuscitate them.
big words, big words.
What about cortical electrodes?
Oh,
Come on, Jane.
we forgot him.
Let's try that again.
Yeah.
I don't know, Jane pulled like a big word out of his ass in a couple episodes back, so he might surprise me.
Dilapidated. Dilated. 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 Shiny.
I love the Ocean's 11 feel this has. Except it's not Ocean's 11 whatsoever.
Magnetic reaction from me. We're unable to get a neural. Applied the cortical electrodes, but we're unable to get a neural reaction from either. Response. Hell, I don't know. If I wanted schooling, I'd have gone to school.
Oh, Jane, you got this.
I'll get it.
I know you will. Come on.
That's amazing. You two did an incredible job.
Whoa.
And now,
Wow. Kaylee and Wash. Kudos.
Now we need her a couple of patients.
Corpses, actually. For this to work, River and I will have to be dead.
I'm starting to like this plan.
We're going to be asleep.
You're going to suspend cerebral, cardiac, and pulmonary activity in order to induce a protocomatose state.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't know, I feel like if they're going to a hospital, her cutting Jane might actually come in handy, like if he starts like bleeding or something.
We avoid all unnecessary contact, and we stay together until we reach the morgue. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Apply the cortical electrodes.
Jane?
Look at Jane studying.
Yeah, I got it.
We gonna have a problem?
I know what I gotta do.
Am I gonna have a problem with you and Simon? Look, we got a little stab the other day. It's bound to make any one of my ornery, so I figure...
Yeah, a little bit.
Don't worry about me. As long as I get paid, I'm happy.
It's true.
Applied the cortical electrodes.
I love that he really wants to do a good job. I mean, not for the benefit of doing a good job, he wants the money. I still can't believe Kaylee and Wash built that. It's awesome. Good job. Those look like coffins that she put on top of a Subaru. This is intense. Interesting to see him in a more modern setup.
What do you got?
Got a couple DOAs by the time we got
Take
there.
him down to the morgue.
Oh.
We applied the cortical electrodes, but we're unable to get a neural reaction from either patient.
No one cared, but I do. Good job, Jane. I'm proud of you, buddy. You look like a lunatic, but I'm proud of you. You okay, Jane? Oh, don't go mess with the dead bodies. Or leave. Why are you leaving? What are you doing?
I'm in.
Do you have the fugitives?
You got my reward?
Yes. Just like we talked about?
Then I got your fugitives.
Good. We'll see you shortly. Congratulations. You're about to become a very rich man.
With no friends. I am having to really calm myself down right now.
Going to die.
No one is going to die.
He is.
No,
Oh.
he's not.
River!
That man standing next to him is his doctor. He's going to help him.
He's killing him!
Code blue! Stay here. Don't move.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave her with Jane.
What do we have? 42-year-old double bypass post-op. Prognosis was positive.
He's a doctor to his core, is he not?
Who are you?
He's crashing.
Get the card. And what did you give him? Just 20 of Alprazoline push.
That was an exasperated look. I don't know what that means.
Clear.
He's okay.
Thank God. For Simon.
Which any first year should know is the standard prep medicine your patient was taking before his surgery. Your patient should be dead.
That was very attractive. That was very, very attractive.
Where are we going?
You see this badge? It says doctor. When your supervisor hears about the rude and disrespect...
Ooh. Well.
Clear.
Of course that's the room that Simon needs to take River to. It looks like a torture chamber. Do they have their doctor? Use the other doctor's badge. Yeah, there you go. I'm a doctor. I hope Jane realized that, like, River, like, knew that that guy was gonna die, and then Simon saved his life and realizes that he made a mistake. Yeah, what are you gonna do with this guy's body? I mean, I don't think he's dead. That could have killed him. It's a cheat sheet. Oh, cool. Oh, I like Simon being able to do his doctor stuff with, like, all the high-tech stuff. The whole vibe of this episode is so different. It's all, like, well-lit, modern, sophisticated. Ariel.
They opened up her skull and they cut into her brain.
Feeling bad, Jane?
Why?
They stripped her amygdala.
Or what?
What does it do?
She feels everything. She can't not.
Oh,
Well, that's fascinating. Let's get moving.
I feel like I'm like
We
that.
still have 20 minutes.
Wrong. Plan changed when you were out. We're meeting out the back way in 5.
Jane. Jane, I'm so mad at you right now.
Federal marshals, don't move. River and Simon Tam, you are hereby bound by law.
I'm so mad right now. This didn't need to happen.
You're under arrest for aiding and abetting federal fugitives. Better get a lawyer.
Sounds like the Alliance.
Where's my rotten money?
You mean my money? I expect I'll be getting it soon.
Oh. Holy shit. You kind of got what you deserve, though, Jane. I don't feel bad for you in this moment at all.
How much did we get?
I like wash this backwards hat.
Can we fly somewhere with a beach?
Maybe a naked beach?
I was saying they needed to go to a planet with a beach.
Sorry, sir. I didn't mean to enjoy the moment.
They took Christmas away.
What the hell now?
Came downstairs for the shiny presents. Nothing left but coal.
Would you shut her up?
Got a Jane memory?
Time?
Something's happening.
Something's happened.
Oh, well, something's happened, yes. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Hands behind his back. Okay, Simon. Was not expecting action out of Simon. The music is like tensing me up. Breathe.
Things always get a little more complicated, don't they, sir?
Just once, I'd like things to go according to the grand plan.
Just once.
Guys, you might want to hurry.
Oh, I thought Jane got his cuffs off. I was like, damn, kid.
Going out the way we came in.
There are at least 4 armed feds out there.
6, I know.
We run.
You got no idea where that goes.
It doesn't matter. They're here.
Oh.
Gentlemen, that was prompt. We're almost finished here. Not that it'll mean much.
Michael, stop staring. Goodness.
You spoke to the prisoners.
Well, yeah.
Did your men also speak with them?
Much as they had to.
Oh. Oh, God. Whew. Yeah, like, I don't want River to be with those men at all. Oh my God. Did they have to do that individually? So, like, everybody had to watch?
I too. Hands blue.
Yep.
This one's alive.
I got no intention of running around like a rat in a maze till we're
Is that
dead.
also to melt
We're
their
going
brain or to make them remember something? So they... Nope. Nope, melting this brain. Yep. Yep. Was that necessary? These men are terrifying.
Hell, high-tech alliance crap.
Oh, he didn't do anything. Yes! Woo. I don't like those guys. I don't know what they want with her, though. That's what's alarming, is if they can kill people with that little thing.
What happened to your face?
Oh, nothing.
He was amazing. I can't even begin to tell you. We wouldn't be standing here if it weren't for him. Thank you.
Well, hey, you're part of my crew.
I think I might cry.
Yeah, I'm not.
So what are you buying with your cut?
Oh, Mel knew exactly what went on. He's not a fool. They got a brig? Is that what this is?
Job's done. Figured it was time for a little chat.
Oh! That is a way to teach somebody a lesson.
You called the feds.
What? I got pinched!
Which is what happens when you call the feds.
No, I would never do that, my hand to God.
Oh,
Please strike me
Jane.
down as I'm standing here.
I'm sorry, all right?
Sorry for what, Jane? I thought you'd never do such a thing.
Money was too good.
I got stupid.
I'm sorry, okay? It ain't like I ratted you out to the feds.
Oh, but you did. You turn on any of my crew, you turn on me. But since that's a concept you can't seem to wrap your head around, then you got no place here.
You did it to me, Jane. And that's a fact.
Wow.
What are you gonna tell the others? Make something up. Don't tell them what I did.
The next time you decide to stab me in the back, have the guts to do it to my face.
Mm-hmm.
Can I come in?
Wow. Wow, I love that. I love Mel.
Do you remember why we went to the hospital?
Time to go to sleep again.
No, Mamie. It's time to wake up.
Oof. Okay. Okay, definitely not what I expected. I was just like, Ariel must be a person. It is a place. It is a very pretty, rich place. It is a alliance place. It is too tempting for Jane to not try to get that reward money. I did say in the beginning that he's consistent. You can just expect Jane to want to do pretty much anything for money. But when Mal kind of states that, like, going against River and Simon is going against him, he would do the same thing for Jane. If somebody stabbed Jane in the back and tried to do Jane dirty, Mal would have done the same thing. You know, that's his crew. But like he's not gonna let you turn on anybody like that, especially when he specifically told you no. And I finally, like, I was just like, why did River cut, Jane across the chest? And it was like, she already knew that he was going to do that. Like, like it was almost like she was enacting her revenge, or was just kind of like, I know you're gonna turn on me and my brother. So yeah, here, take that. And she was rambling about like Christmas presents and getting coal and like something about getting greedy, something in the closet. Like I could totally see Jane as a child, like looking for Christmas gifts and not getting those Christmas gifts because he was, being greedy and trying to find them. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if we ever get that information about what she was talking about there, but definitely it affected him. I like that Jane's consistent because that just means that like that's who he is. And I was very proud of him when he's trying to learn everything. But then like when you realize the reasoning behind it is because he wanted to successfully get into the hospital so then he could turn in Simon and River, it takes away like how like proud I was of him. I really was like, look at him doing his homework. Like, yeah, it's for money, but it's to steal this medicine and everything. But like, oh my gosh, he like really wants to do a good job. No. I don't know if that's the kick in the pants that we needed for him to actually have a little bit of a character glow up, as it were. I don't know if he will have a different outlook, if he will think a little bit differently. Definitely, he will either have a newfound respect for Mal or he will have a hatred, but I don't think Jane's going anywhere. I didn't think he was going to die at the end of that either. Like, I didn't think Mal was going to kill him. I definitely thought Mal was teaching him a lesson, which I hope it was loud and clear. Mal cares about his crew. And his crew is also him. They are one. Don't cross them. Fantastic acting out of Nathan Fillion in that. It's just phenomenal. But can we talk about Simon? Him saving that guy's life. Like, yeah, like River is like, nope, he's going to die. And then, Simon goes and saves his life. And also very much chastises the the other doctor. But I was just like, damn, I was like, when Simon is in his element, oh, he was born to do that job. He was born to do that job. And it's really interesting when he's dissecting River and how many times that they like cut into her brain and removed her amygdala and how like she feels everything everywhere all at once. Sorry, that's really bad. But like, as somebody who is very sensitive and very feeling, like I got a pedicure today and I nearly kicked the lady in the face because my feet are so ticklish, right? It's just like, I just am so sensitive to pains and words and vibes, and I pick up energies, and like sometimes when somebody walks into a room, I can immediately just feel the air get sucked out of it. And I'm like, this is going to suck. Like I'm like one of those people, I think you could call me an empath, I guess. Not to say that that's like River, but like I kind of get like what it's like to feel everything and to like, but I don't feel everything at one time. So like what I feel when I'm at a high level, like is her feeling that all the time. That has got to be exhausting. And I'm glad that we kind of learned about that. I mean, we had to have some high tech medical, like machinery, like which was really cool. I really liked the graphic of it and him kind of breaking everything apart. I really loved watching Simon do his thing. It was fabulous. And I hope now he's learned some information that can now like help her, or like if he's on his way to helping her. I don't know if they're free and clear. I don't know if a ship did follow them off or not. Wash said that like nobody was in the rear view, but like the 2x2 hands of blue guys, fucking yikes. I don't know what that little sticky staff thing was that they had, but it equals I don't like you. The screams that were emitted from people, even like somebody who was unconscious and could have had like their head hit so hard they wouldn't have a memory of what happened. But they were like, let's melt their brain anyway. That is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I will say that like that makeup effect was great. It looked really good. It looked like how you'd picture it being if somebody were melting from the inside, but it wasn't too extreme. Now, I will say that the makeup on Jane's bump, not so great. As somebody who worked on a makeup effects team, I will just say, They could have blended that a little bit better. It just kind of looked like it was silicone stuck to his head, just a little bit of like latex that was kind of laid there, and it was little wasn't looking too great. And it's really interesting how they kind of get rid of characters like, oh yeah, Book is in a monastery and he's just meditating, sitting around doing nothing. And Anara, she's got a checkup. She can go see a doctor. So it's just like we can eliminate people from the scenario so we don't have to worry about writing them into the story. Fantastic. I look forward to seeing Book and Anara in the next episode. But like, I love that we still get to showcase our people. Like, we still get to see like Kaylee get really excited about like, I don't even remember what it was that she grabbed, but she's like, oh, of course I get to come here and I'm digging through junk. Ooh, like she still gets very excited by it. And her and Wash building a medical ship, like that looked phenomenal. It kind of makes you wonder why Serenity looks the way that it does. Like they could zhuzh her up a little bit, Anara could put some incense in the whatever hull, whatever that whole thing is, storage area. Like they could really make it a little flashy. It's my flashy dance. But I also really liked the aesthetic that we had of just like the white of the hospital and how crisp, because like the inside of Serenity is very dark and dingy and rusty, and she's seen a lot of action and she's got some dents and bruises and scars. That's what makes her Serenity. But then you go to the hospital and it is crisp, it is clean, it is white, it is well lit, it is very modern and sleek and smooth. And especially like the doctor's outfit and the machinery in the room in which they had River, like great set design for the hospital. It was very, it's nice to see it. Like when Zoe and Wash were talking about like with the money that they're going to get to go to like a beach, that's what I'm saying. Like I want them to go to a beach planet where they can like hang out and like, drink some like really fruity drinks. I picture Zoe actually drinking a beer, but Wash being like, Mai Tai. But that's like not that like I have anything against the worlds that we visit, but they always seem very dry and very dusty and musky and crusty. And I imagine because it's most of the time where there are crime lords, or it is where there are poorer people. Because, like Shindig, it was very like swanky and rich and nice. And, they had like a whole great setting to like die by, fencing. But that was like in a rich person area. So it was interesting to be in a hospital. And like I said, I thought Ariel was a person. I didn't expect it to be a planet. I will still say that Out of Gas is my favorite episode, followed by our Miss Reynolds. Our Mrs. Reynolds? I always forget if it's Miss or Mrs. Because everyone's like, come meet the missus. But then like, oh, I guess Miss, M-I-S-S. But then M-R-S, it doesn't scream Mrs. to me. I don't know. You guys love my thought process here. It's Jane-like quality. Yeah, so I wonder how that relationship's going to feel in the next episode. I wonder if there's going to be a distrust or an anger or... Jane trying to just really prove himself. I don't know if that's how Jane responds to that, or, if his is just to be like, well, guess I won't try to turn them into the feds anymore. Don't have to worry about that. I don't know. I'd like to see them get their money for the medicine, and I would love to see them do like something fun. I don't know if that's going to happen. But intriguing nonetheless. And I don't know how they explain it to Book. I think he's kind of okay with it. Like he seems like a mastermind of crime, just as Simon became a mastermind of crime. Like somehow both of these people have joined this crew and they like add to it, and they know things. They know things. Okay, guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own copy because of copyright. Copyright makes everything hard on YouTube. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Is this one of your favorite episodes? I loved the Ocean's 11 kind of element of like getting ready for a crime. getting in the middle of the crime, in the thick of it. I was not happy about Jane. Now, I know that needed to happen to progress the storyline and for us to, get the feds to find them for the 2x2 Hands of Blue thing. But is this one of your favorite episodes? A lot of people have said that they love this episode. I would say that like it's not in my top 3, but I still found it rather delightful. And like I found Simon wonderful in this episode. Like normally I'm like, oh yeah, he's cute, he's a doctor, he's kind of a doofus. And I was like, ooh, look at him save a life. Yeah. Hot. But the moment that he was like this guy saved our life and was just kind of like, Jane's a good man. I was like, oh my God. Oh, if Simon only knew. I don't know if they'll ever find out about that, but that was really upsetting because Jane changed in Simon's eyes, and I don't know if Simon then changed in Jane's eyes. He better have. And River, for that fact. Okay, guys. I'm going to be mulling around about this episode and just how ticked off I could be at Jane. Like, I feel very disappointed in him. Just from the spitting and the saying that, like, the food smelled like a crotch. And, like, just... He continues to rub me the wrong way. Every time I have an ounce of, like, I'm proud of Jane, it just gets taken away. And hopefully that changes because I feel like this was an episode where he learned a fucking lesson. Maybe. I don't know. Jeez, I think I'm just hoping too much. Okay, guys. Until the next one, I'll see ya.